Have you ever been disappointed with God? I know I have. And no, I didn't lose my faith, and no, I did not stop loving God, but there were times in my life when I expected Him to intervene, to answer my prayers directly, or to get me what I wanted, what I needed. And so I prayed and prayed repeatedly, asking God to do this or that for me. I may have even promised Him something in exchange, like, I will go to Mass every day, God, only if you listen to me and give me what I want. Or I will do something good to another person, but please, God, give me what I want. But He didn't. I put all that effort and energy in begging God to do what I wanted, but He didn't follow through. So I got angry with God. I may have even stopped talking to Him for some time. So, is it wrong to be angry with God? Is it sinful? How many times have you gotten angry and disappointed with Him for a very similar reason? Perhaps this never happened to you, which is wonderful, but it certainly happened to me. Yes, I used to be angry with God. However, as I mentioned before, I never lost my faith in Him, and I never stopped loving Him. So why am I talking about all of this? Why on the feast day of the Holy Family of Nazareth? It is because I discovered that even Mary and Joseph were disappointed and maybe even a little bit angry with God. But at the same time, they never stopped increasing their love for Him. So how could Mary, a most holy woman, and Saint Joseph get disappointed with God? We need to go back to what happened when the Holy Family went together to Jerusalem for the Passover feast. Jesus was only 12 years old then, and when Mary and Joseph were on their way home after one day of travel, they realized that their son was not with them. Jesus had been left behind in Jerusalem, so they had to go back and look for Him. You can only imagine how nervous and disappointed Mary and Joseph had to be. Maybe they started blaming each other for not checking if Jesus was with them in the caravan. Anyway, luckily after 3 full days, they found Him safe and sound teaching in the temple. We read that when His parents saw Him, they were astonished, and His mother said to Him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." Mary and Joseph were relieved, but also expressed their disappointment, maybe also some anger. Why did you do this to us? This is not what we were asking you to do. Joseph and Mary might have been angry with God, but they never stopped loving Him. They were angry because they truly loved Him and expected Him to do exactly what they wanted, but they learned that God's ways are not always our ways. The prophet Isaiah said, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord." We all expect our God to act in certain ways, our ways. We expect Him to stop all the wars, to save us from natural disasters, to give us what we want. But God cannot be controlled by our own wishes and desires. His ways are not our ways. Can we get angry with Him? Sure we can. We have in the past and we will in the future. Does that mean that we don't love Him? Of course not. Mary and Joseph loved Jesus more than anything else. But they were humans just like us, and they also got angry and disappointed. You get angry with your spouse, maybe you even stop talking to each other, but you still love him or her. You get angry at your child at times because you love him or her. You get angry with your parents, again, that doesn't mean that you don't love them. Being angry with God is not a sin. Turning away from Him is. So let's go to work, and God bless you.